Just what could have happened? How could someone change so drastically, Selphine's eyes lost focus. Milady? I think I'm a little angry right now. Now that it's gotten this far, it makes me want to keep on meddling in this, even if she starts to hate us. Still, she just told us her stand on the matter. If you continue to get involved with her, all you may end up doing is getting her to despise you. It's not just that. Huh? Well, you did mention it before as well. Is she Rune or is she Sarah? She was kind, cheerful. Was her kind, cheerful behaviour from yesterday all just an act? I'm not sure of what is that. Messed up my words. What I'm sure of is that I want to know the truth. But at the same time, I want to know more about this country and the outer pole just as much. I want to know if they really do practice slavery here, or if there's another discrimination taking place. I want to understand why I solely want to know about all these things. Selphine, do you think we could accept any kind of discrimination? Bigotry, poverty, war. These are things that have been eradicated from Rughzenhaide for the most part. Well, you know, other than the fact that our the capital was raided before we got transported here. Ignoring that. When it comes to slavery, even if we understand the reasons for it, our mentality refuses to accept it no matter what. That doesn't matter, Ritona. Even if we can't change anything, we have to first understand the situation, or nothing will ever happen. Yeah, that is true. Can't go into doing things with a lack of information. Selphine's eyes were filled with a level of dignity I had yet to see in her as she gazed towards the direction that Rune had departed. Night. After Selphine had fallen asleep, I snuck away from the inn and headed for a certain place. I got a hold of some interesting information. From what I heard, there's a cemetery near the manor mine on the outskirts of town. It's not too far from where Selphine and I were carried to by the stray effect. About 10 or so minutes after making my way out of the forest, I come across something that looks to be a cemetery. The place seems to be fairly well maintained. None of it seemed to be in particular disrepair. A cemetery in the middle of a forest area in the dead of night, awfully creepy indeed. The thick fog added to the unwanted, sinister atmosphere of the situation. Well now, I push the gate open and take out the note that the innkeeper passed to me. Rughzenhaide. On the note was Rune's name written in their language. Now I just have to search the place from top to bottom to find an engraving that matches. At the very least, I can be sure as to whether or not Rune, the little sister, has actually moved on to the next world. 20 minutes have passed. This cemetery sure is large and we don't get to see anything of it, like nothing at all. Thanks to the fog, I can't tell how far I am from the entrance, but this is quite a large cemetery. Damn, what terrible timing. Just at a glance, it seems like I haven't even explored a third of this cemetery. Really, this cemetery is ludicrously large. Also, if she's like from an incredibly high standing family, surely she would have like a crypt or like a fairly large grave that she was buried in. Granted, even though people called her the Devil Child, she should have something like that, right? Right? Do all the Kadaya city's deceased end up buried here? In any case, I can't have the weather turn even worse on me. I need to hurry up checking the area out. Not even 5 minutes have passed and already the drizzle has turned into a downpour. The rain penetrated my cloak and coat, getting straight to my skin. Not a good idea to keep looking around now. As I was looking for a place to shelter myself from the rain. Oh, okay. Hi. Sir, I'm paralyzed. Are you searching for Mistress Rune's gravestone? I couldn't even speak. My hairs were all standing on end. Why is she here? Why is she here? I was keeping my guard up this whole time. I was prepared to cast Bannercraft in case worst came to worst. And despite that, no, more importantly, she had no presence, just like when we first met. And on top of that, her eyes. This girl, just who, what are you? Sarah's face remained expressionless as the rain battered against it relentlessly. It took everything in me just to keep my eyes open, but Sarah's eyes didn't even blink. You will not find Mistress Rune's headstone here. Why? Are you Rune herself? Who can say? You're not making any sense. This property is under the Byhealth's group of companies. Trespassing is not allowed. Miss Ritona, I hope you understand the situation you are in. You speak softly but firmly. Please do not trouble Master Rudo of Byhealth's enterprise. Leave this city as soon as you can. Well then, if you will excuse me. And with those parting words, Rune disappeared into the forest. Was he just here just to give us a warning? It might have just been me, but I felt I saw loneliness creep into her expression for just a moment. And now we're doing our small excursion to the cemetery apparently. Just who was it that I encountered last night? And Rune doesn't have a gravestone? Why? Does that mean Sarah is Rune? No. The townsfolk all said that Rune had died. Damn it, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense. So all of that happened, huh? I wish I could have been there too. Selphine made her displeasure quite clear to me to hear her as she spoke out loud. I wanted to have a good talk with Sarah too. Oh, I don't think it was a good talk. But my apologies, but it was already so late, and if you don't get enough sleep then mana shock might. I really wanted to have a good talk with Sarah too. Forgive me, I won't act on my own from now on. Please accept my apology. What should I do? Selphine continues to glare right at me. I didn't expect her to be this upset. Alright then, I'll have you make up for this sometime, okay? Understood. You know, Ritona, I know I'm not really all that useful. Not at all. No, it's fine. I'm not trying to put myself down or anything, it's just a fact. I'm not as smart as you are, I can't even use Battlecraft either. And if something were to happen, I might end up just being a burden on you. But you know, it's times like these that I really have to be with you. What do you mean by that? Ritona, you're always putting yourself in danger just to protect me. Just telling you to stop isn't going to help us either. But if this was Rughzenhaide, we could simply appoint someone else to take your place. But right now, it's just the two of us, in a place so far away it's like a different planet, where travellers just trying to get back home. Your duty right now is to make sure I get back to Rughzenhaide safe and sound, right? It is. But if something happened to you, there's no way I could possibly make it back all by myself. So let's split the risk between us, okay? Even if something happens, there's no hard feelings between either of us. Not if. If not, then I want us to be on equal footing. This isn't an order, but a request as your friend. I'm such a fool. Right now, in this situation, the two of us needed to act as one. It's so patently simple. I'm so sorry. I promise you, we are equals from here on. Right. Even though I said I held her opinion in high regard, I ended up treating her like a child. It feels as if the haze that was clouding my mind was lifted. Now, I'd like to propose something. By all means. See, I also want to try using Manacraft. What? In this situation, you kinda like go